Hi everyone, welcome to Orlando.
Worldwide franchisees, welcome.
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 Welcome to Orlando.
Bienvenidos a la Convención de Orlando.
We'd like to welcome you.
Welcome.
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 Bienvenidos.
Bienvenue.
Welcome.
Welcome.
From the Great Northwest, welcome.
From the Great Lakes.
To the Upper Midwest.
Welcome.
From Southern California.
Good morning, KFC!
It was about, I reckon in 1898 that I fixed my first chicken. And now then, there's hardly a person that doesn't know about Colonel Sanders' Kentucky Fried Chicken. You've heard of Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. Mm-hmm. Well, and that's no story.
The seed of Kentucky Fried Chicken throughout the world was planted by the Colonel.
When the Colonel established KFC, or Kentucky Fried Chicken, it was done with a deep passion for his product.
And we've embraced that recipe and his vision and brought it into Canada and had it go flawlessly for over 40 years.
Life is great. And I think the Colonel maybe expressed that some. I mean, here's a gentleman at 62 years of age goes out, and we should be thanking him every day of our lives for what he has brought to the table.
Our mission statement, I think, is right on. We're following that mission statement, and it includes not only the USA franchisees or North America, it includes everyone in the KFC family. If you're selling Kentucky Fried Chicken, you're part of our family.
I think the importance of KFC for us in South Africa is that it gives us an opportunity to mix with international franchisees. It gives us an opportunity to learn from other people's best learnings. And it gives us a sense of being part of the family, having been isolated for so many years.
This process of taking the AKFCF to being an international association is going to be a long journey, and it's going to take time for us to actually see results. But at the end, I believe that if they do this right, this is going to be a very strong organization.
Our opportunities are so enormous, and the benefits to our system are just unlimited. And I don't get overly excited about a lot of things, but this is really, truly an exciting opportunity for our system.
One family, many hands, making a world of difference, I think is the backbone of our organization, and we have to keep focused on that.
I really believe that the strength of our domestic regions, the long history of our domestic regions, will be a great resource and a source of strength for our international regions. And together, we will be an incredible association.
Our opening ceremony symbolizes who we are, and our theme for this year's convention, one family, many hands, making a world of difference. The single drum beat that started the opening ceremony, solid and determined, like the foundation of our great organization built by the Colonel himself. It's been over 50 years since he changed the world of food with a secret recipe. The Colonel knew that he could not build this great enterprise alone. The many hands who have joined together and through hard work brought us to where we are today, an organization spanning the globe, making a world of difference.
Bob Metzendorf was never one to just sit. He made things happen. He was a planner. His organizational skills and leadership made him to be known as a founder of the AKFCF.
No way to count the many hours that this man has spent giving of himself, answering phone calls, cajoling franchisees to get in the fray and serve. You just can't count that. However, he had a clear vision and recognized that franchisees needed a voice in their own destiny.
John, would you escort Bob and Cookie to the stage?
I am proud to present to you the President's Award. Thanks for your years of service.
Thank you, John.
Cookie, behind every successful man is a great lady. Please accept these flowers on our behalf. In keeping with our theme, one family, many hands, making a world of difference, it is my privilege to present our featured speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Rudolph W. Giuliani.
Thank you. Thank you all very much. It's nice of you to invite me here. I'm sorry. I don't mean to do that. But before, as it was mentioned, before I was the mayor of New York, I was the United States Attorney in New York, the federal prosecutor. And I spent, I think, thousands of hours sitting in a little room listening to men on tape talk that way. The single most important lesson that I think you need to know about leadership that people might not necessarily think about is, in order to be a leader, in order to get to a crisis in life, you have to develop strong beliefs. You have to know what you believe, which means you have to spend part of your life developing that knowledge of what's important to you. What are the things that are the most important things to you? What are the things in a crisis that you're going to cling to? Your belief in God, religion, your belief in political freedom and democracy and economic freedom, political ideas, theories, philosophy, social ideas, philosophy, family. What are the things that are the most important things to you? The things you couldn't lose, wouldn't want to lose, the things maybe you'd die for. If you think about the 5 principles that we briefly talked about, communication is the end product of those 5 principles. If you have strong beliefs and you know what they are. If you're a person of optimism, meaning you're a problem solver. If you are a person with courage, meaning you're willing to take risks. If you are relentlessly prepared, so you know what you're talking about. And if you balance the things you don't know with people who can help you answer those questions because they can make up for your weaknesses, then communication is all about just talking to people. It's about sharing with them who you are, and what you're thinking. It's a conversation. And the more it's that, the more honest, and the more people are going to be willing to buy into what you're saying for the right reasons. Thank you very much.
Canada is one of the more mature markets in the KFC world, having started back in the mid-50s. The system was owned by the Colonel Harlan Sanders Charitable Organization, Inc., up until 1987, where in other parts of the world the ownership of the system, the brand, changed quite often.
For the brand awareness for the Colonel in the Caribbean and Latin America is unbelievable. Because KFC has been in our region for so long, there's a strong relationship between the people of our region and the Colonel.
Very few people recognize or realize that we have such a very strong brand, American brand, KFC, in South Africa. Most people associate our country with game, lions and giraffes and so forth. Very few people realize that there's 350 stores, mostly doing very, very good volumes.
KFC is perceived in our region as a chicken expert. We are the best. There is nobody else.
Kentucky Fried Chicken in Mexico is a very well-known, recognized brand all over the country. Everyone knows when they say the face of the Colonel, who is him and who is behind him, and the quality of the product that is behind the Colonel's face and Kentucky Fried Chicken.
We can all learn from each other, and even though internationally things are quite different in other countries, we've been there, and so I'm sure we can be of help to them, and certainly there are ways they can be of help to us that maybe we don't see right now, but we're always a stronger organization if we can get bigger and be united.
The Colonel stayed determined to reach new heights. At an age when most people went to the beach and retired, the Colonel invented a new and exciting restaurant chain. In KFC, he's left us a legacy and an awesome responsibility.
If we are to be great, if we are going to be true to the spirit of the Colonel, our mindset has got to be, we must see the business through the eyes of the true boss, the eyes of the customers. Colonel meant something to you. The spirit of Colonel means something to me. I love all of our companies, and I love all of our people, and I love all of our brands. But I started as a chicken guy. There's no reason why we can't run great restaurants at KFC.
So much has changed since many of you started in the business, but one thing remains the same. There's a town, there's a trade area, there's people hungry for chicken. There's a man or woman who just wants to work hard and satisfy that need. Mike Bartlett decided to take a chance. Bought a Walmart pad on the outskirts of town, built this brand new KAW. You can see it's a beautiful store, but what is far more beautiful is the leader in the team that you'll find in that store. So if we could go live to Charleston, Illinois, I'd like you to meet Stan Reed, the manager of this restaurant.
Hi, Steve.
Hey, Stan, we got about 3,000 people here who wanted to meet you. Tell us, yeah, great. Tell us when the restaurant opened.
We opened January 20th.
What was the weather like?
Weather was bad, 20 below wind chills, and we did about 50,000 the first week.
That's not bad for 20 below. How are you doing now, about 6 to 8 weeks later?
6 to 8 weeks later, we're in the 30 to 40,000 range now.
Could I interrupt?
Sure.
Mama Reed, we have a chance cheer for you.
Champs!
Champs!
All right. Well, now, if you're wondering who Mama Reed is, we actually have a little surprise for Stan here, because this is a very familiar KFC situation. Stan is the boss of Vince and Miranda, but guess who Stan's boss is? Stan's boss is his wife, Kim, who's the head of training for all of Bartlett's restaurants, who's here in Orlando.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Kim. Hi, Mom.
Customer mania and customer mania training is really a breakthrough in our industry. This is the best training program for team members in the entire industry. And anybody who has really gotten behind customer mania, really focused on it with their team members, raves about it, thinks it's fantastic, and says we got to stay after it year after year after year. This is an absolute difference maker in our business.
The easy way is efficacious and speedy. The hard way, arduous and long. But as the clock ticks, the easy way becomes harder and the hard way becomes easier. Thus we build it. Thank you.
There's really someone really interested who wants to meet you. He's one of your biggest fans. Yes, Steve, you have a fan.
Stunning headline.
He came to this conference just to get a chance to come up on stage and meet you. He's a little shy, folks. Maybe some music will help to bring him in.
Hi, Mickey. How you doing?
Hi, Mickey. How you doing? There's your fan, Mickey. Here I know. There he is, right there. I know you've been wanting to meet him. There he is.
It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We just finished having sled dog races, which they tell me is how they used to do transportation up north. We have snowmobile access to our store because we're surrounded by lakes on 3 sides from the back. And as you can tell, today is a busy day for snowmobiles. We've had lots come in today. In Miami today, it's a balmy 64 degrees, but in Flim Flam, it's minus 36 degrees Fahrenheit. It's very cold. Thanks, and I hope you enjoy your convention.
What he's saying is you've got 15 seconds.
KFC. Let's go play golf.
I enjoy chicken for breakfast. Colonel Sanders, he's the best.
KFC is number one.
KFC.
How in the world can Disney tell us about service? Our businesses are light years apart. Well, let me tell you, the things that we do here at Disney link to your business at KFC and hopefully give you some great tidbits that you can take away with you.
How about a yo-yo?
Good day, kids.
If you recall, this past Thursday, I mentioned that behind every successful man, there is a strong woman. Well, that principle works in groups too. And Cheryl, this is a signed copy of Time magazine of Rudy Giuliani's signature.
Thank you very much.
John, on behalf of the regions of the AKFCF, and especially on behalf of the international regions, I would take great pleasure in presenting you with a globe.
Wow.
Can we hold it together?
Isn't that beautiful? Janet, thank you for your support of John, especially over the last year. Please accept these flowers as a token of our appreciation to you. Thank you so much. You're welcome.
Please join me in honoring the 2003 Franchise Pete Award winner, Don Stanky, and if Don and his wife Nuala would come forward to accept the award.
I remember May 30th, 1964. I met Pete, and because of it, we're still selling chicken. A lot of chicken. Thank you so much for this honor.
Thank you for everything you do back
year, in February of 2004, we will celebrate together at the AKFC convention in New Orleans, Louisiana, at the New Orleans Hilton Riverside Hotel. I invite all of you, and especially our international friends and colleagues, to join us there.